toxic work environments. Here's another one of those words that we hear thrown around a lot, like psycho, like narcissist, like empathy. And the problem with not really defining these and just using the words is after a while, they no longer pack the power that they should because we use them to define everything. We take a term like gaslighting, which means that you are lied to so much that you start to doubt your reality. And people just use it to apply to just run-of-the-mill lying, which isn't good, but it's not the same thing. And it lacks the same intensity. So let's start by actually defining what a toxic workplace is, because it's not a one-off thing. It's not the usual, the silly things you have to deal with people at work. For some place to be really toxic, it has to be long-standing, it has to be ongoing, and it has to actually take a toll on someone's mental or physical health over time. I mean, a truly toxic work environment can cause PTSD, it can cause depression, it can cause physical symptoms. That's not the same as dealing with the person who can't seem to figure out not to microwave fish every 2 or 3 weeks. It's a serious, serious thing, and we shouldn't just apply anything to it. Think about a toxic work environment as something that has to be ongoing for a long period of time, right? You end up with negative coping mechanisms just to be able to get by. Now, usually there is a history here, right? Even when we think about the big toxic leaders, right? The ones we think about like Hitler or Stalin, there were signs of what was going to happen before the really nasty stuff did. Same thing in a toxic workplace. You see things happening long before it really gets bad. So if you see any of these kinds of signs in a work environment, you're looking at the other people and everybody is beat down. Everybody's being forced into positions they don't want to be into, whether because it's against their morals and their ethics, or because there's a huge lack of work-life balance, or because they're just being told they have to do this because I said so. There's no autonomy. These are signs that this is a place that you maybe don't want to be in for a long period of time if you can help it. Toxic work environments are sustained, but they really aren't to be taken lightly because they can crush you over time. It's a nasty thing. So don't throw the word around lightly. And if you see it, don't take it lightly. The other thing is often in a toxic work environment, there's different parts that feed on each other. You might have like favored cliques and people that are ostracized outside of these cliques. You may weirdly have people that are employees that actually support this kind of behavior. I'm working with an institution now where the wrong behaviors are incentivized. Now, what do I mean by that? That means that because of the way this place is set up, they're actually rewarding people for bad behavior. If you want a real big example of this, go back to the housing crisis in 2006, where people in these banks were being incentivized for writing bad loans, for getting people involved in mortgages who couldn't actually pay the money, for bringing people in over their heads. The people that were doing this were making money because of their organization, because of it. The toxicity was incentivized. Things feed into one another. It's usually not just the guy at the top's a jerk. I mean, it can be, but not always. A lot of times it's a lot more nuanced than that.